heart racing as I take aim, my spirit soaring high. As I release my arrow, reaching for the sky. In this world of chaos, I find my peace. Gearhead archery, my soul sanctuary. Each shot I take helps set me free. With every bullseye, I feel alive. Gearhead archery, where I thrive.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of Buk Talk Radio, brought to you by the fine folks at Rupert's Rut in Peace, Grunt Calls, Winsent, Game Hide, Gas Bowstrings, Gearhead Archery, Kool-Aid Archery, and of course, We Be Knives. We Be Knives. That's right, We Be Knives. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old U.S. of A. Jeremy Lee over at Racks and Tracks Taxidermy is on the board. How you doing, Jeremy? Good to see you. Opening day of deer season archery in Iowa 2025. Congratulations. We finally made it. It's a little warm out there, but I know that there's going to be some people going out there sitting. I used to do that. Good luck. I hope you get a big one. I tell you, I one of the worst things that I used to do, and I'm not saying not for you not to, that you don't need to do this, but one of the worst things I used to do was I could not wait. I waited all year for bow season to get in, and then I would go sit, and even if it was warm, uh, you know, you get all sweated up walking from the truck. You walk in with a t-shirt, then you put your quarter zip on or whatever else, your one long sleeve t-shirt, and you try to layer and you try to spray down once you get to the tree and do everything you can to minimize, get the ozonics running. And back then we didn't have ozonics, though. We just had to spray down and try to do the best we could to not stink to the deer. But it's nice sitting on that first set. You get strapped in the tree, you're sitting down glassing, and you get a chance to just see everything. How are you, Chris Lewandowski? What's going on, Pennsylvania? Tommy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It's nice to get out there and glass and see movement and stuff. And listen, if we get a cold front, I'm all about getting out there early. I messed up. I would go out there and I would just wear my stands out, and some of my best stands. I'd be getting some really good camera pictures, and I'd get all excited about seeing big bucks. And I'd get out there, and by the 10th or 12th of October, after going every day, I'm not seeing much until that last 10, 15 minutes of light, and then you start it starts you get wore out before the hunting gets really good. So I learned to pace myself over the years and actually start getting out there around the 20th of October. Unless we get a cold front. If we get a big cold front, then I'll get out there and I'll get on it. But if it's warm and stuff, I usually try to leave my good rut corridor stands alone. If I do go out, I'm going to hunt the perimeter stands. So no matter what I do, if I bump something going in, or if the wind swirls, or it's warm and I'm getting stinky and I spray down, and my thermals in the evenings when the deer just start moving, that's when our thermals, the energy of the sun starts dissipating, and our thermals do what? They start going down, and that's when you can educate deer that you shouldn't do that. But get out there, have fun. The Kansas man, Donovan and the gang of Triple H, they were muzzleloader hunting. We finally get to start Saturday. There you go, Tommy. Good luck, buddy. All right. Chris says he's shooting his Disruptor 24. There you go. Get that gearhead going, Chris. That's awesome. They did really well. They had several nice big deer shot. No, they're muzzleloader hunting, so they were 200 yards away. But it's nice to see that last half hour movement. Hey, Todd Rupert, how you doing, buddy? Todd Rupert's on the channel. Good to do that. But anyway, get out there, have fun. Don't forget to do as much as your homework as you can. Get out there. It's a great time to even glass if you want to go out and glass that last half hour. But a lot of people are complaining that they're not getting the bucks on trail camera and stuff. And I'm just telling you, the food sources are still in. If you got 8, 9, 10-foot corn, that's a different forest. It's a different timber track. That's if they got food, water, and cover, they don't have to leave that. And we got something else that's happening now. If you've been out at all, acorns are dropping like crazy. And anytime that mass crop starts dropping, those acorns, the soybeans are getting yellow now. So the deer are pulling off the soybeans. They'll get back on the soybeans once they start turning brown. And then right now it's corn and acorns. So if you got a bunch of cameras out on your bean fields and you're just not seeing what you were seeing before, it's not that the deer left. They just changed their food source, or once they get that velvet off and they get hard horn, they're a totally different animal. The testosterone boost inside that deer, that buck, he just changes his patterns. The food changes, and that's what's going on. So don't be discouraged if you haven't been out and seen if you've been out and you haven't seen anything yet. Youth season is going to run through October 5th, so we got a couple more days for the kids. Go get them, kids. I know Jeremy posted some good pictures of some deer that the kids got to take, so that's exciting. I'm glad to see that. Also, I got a chance to go on to the EHD reporting page at the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, and I did see where they had a couple bumps of EHD, but it's the good news is it's not anything that we should be totally. I mean, anytime we get EHD, I'd rather the deer not get it, but we're only seeing a few more than we did last week. It was at 9. This week we are looking at 13 now. There's 12 counties reporting EHD. 12 carcasses have been reported found, and that's where we're at in Iowa statewide, as far as I know. So, kind of good news there. So we'll keep that going and see how things are going. Brian, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I did have some people ask me about grunt calls. You can most of you definitely use your grunt calls this time of year, and get out there. If you want a blind call every 30, 40 minutes, there's nothing wrong with that. If you see a buck out there in the food source and he's starting to walk away, there's nothing wrong with taking that grunt call and getting that tube stretched out and hit him with a little grunt like that. The chances are they could keep going. Chances are they could turn around and come and investigate. But don't call if they're looking in your direction, because they're going to pick you off. That's a big, big no-no. So, but there's definitely not. Everybody take their Rupert's Rut in Peace grunt call. We're going to give another one of these away this weekend on the show. The secret listener prize this week is a grunt call with the Outdoor Call Radio logo and the Rupert's Rut in Peace logo. And if you are out of state, I will mail that to you. So that's not a big deal. No big deal for that. All right, 13 deer now in 12 counties as of today. I wish we'd get a frost here pretty quick. That would make my day, but unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna. I haven't looked at the forecast. I could do that right now, I guess. It's been a busy week, folks. Busy week. Weather, Des Moines, and looks like the coolest it's going to get is on next Wednesday. Is it next Wednesday? Next Wednesday, 44 degrees. So, man, I would just love it if we got a really hard frost here pretty quick, but probably be a little while before we do that again, because I think it was November last year before we got one in Iowa. I'm sure northern Minnesota is going to hit one before we will. I'm sure everybody on the East Coast is going to be doing that as well, and we'll go from there. So, had a really nice conversation. There's a couple new shops out in the Greensburg area. Hey, Dirk Stark. Talk Bucks with the big guy. There you go, Dirk. How you doing, buddy? Good luck to everyone getting out. I'll be waiting till about Halloween. I'm with you, Brian. I'm about the same. Todd, what was that? Pat's Firearms, and what was the archery shop out there? And was it by Ligonier, Pennsylvania? You were at? Message me on there if you're still watching, Todd. So give everybody had a really good conversation with two new people starting a full service archery shop out in PA, and they've got a firearms section too. One gentleman's name is Connor, the other one is Pat. Really super nice people, and they're going to be carrying Rupert Roost in Peace and Rut in Peace products, and they're going to be also carrying modern Spartan systems, speed broadheads, Kool-Aid archery shafts. So make a chance. Todd will put it on here if he's still watching, and I'll tell everybody on Saturday. I told everybody I'd give my shout out there real quick. So October, we're in the burr months, big time now. Anybody got any questions? Huh? Okay. Let me hit a quick break. I'm gonna do a couple things, and then I got a bunch of information to tell you about. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll pick it up again on Pete's Firearms. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. We'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Don't go nowhere.
Strings and cables make or break your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable, so when your bow is tuned, it stays that way. You need Gas Bow strings. They're stable, consistent, and reliable strings and cables that come with a 1-year warranty. Gas Bow string, made in Clay City, Kentucky, and family operated. So next time you order a new bow or replace your strings and cables, try Gas Bow strings and shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer or online at gasbowstrings.com.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
You were hunting and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Gamehide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Gamehide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit Gamehide.com.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out fourtharrowcameraarms.com. Outdoor stand approved for the field for great video action.
I grab a quiver and my bow. It's my dear head, don't you know? Climbing to the top.
All right, welcome back to Buk Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old USA. Chris Leverdowski, you want to always follow your arrow. If your arrow's going to the right, shoot it, move your pin to the right. If it's going to the left, you move it to the left. If it's going up, you move it up. If it's going down, move it down. So if you start getting a lot of problems and you're not holding a good pattern, I always tell everybody to make sure your peep is not moved. The best way to do that is draw your bow back with your eyes closed, get into your anchor where you're comfortable and where you normally anchor, and then open your dominant eye. And if your peep's right on, it'll be right there. Otherwise, if it's up or down, that's going to cause inconsistent groupings too. Do that before you move your pin, because it could be a peep issue before you do anything. Let's see. Brian says he's getting his new gearhead bow today. There you go, Brian. Congratulations on that. Tony Casey, how you doing? Good to see you. Everybody's helping Chris out, so that's a good thing. There you go. All right, we got Grandview Vikings are doing a big fundraiser. If you want to help out the kids in the shooting sports or the archery side, just get a hold of Charlie Monday on Facebook. He is the Vikings shooting coach, and he can help you with all of the information on the fundraisers. And go Vikings! We always appreciate the kids Doing a good job. Hopefully, we get Shot Talk Radio back on the channel here pretty quick. So there you go. I had another tree stand fatality. Saw that, and we had a kid. We lost a young man squirrel hunting. Got killed. A couple quick safety tips if you're out there. If you're going to hunt in a tree stand, please, please, please wear a full body safety harness. That's the number one related hunting incident in the United States. It's also the most preventable. On the squirrel hunting, I don't know how that happened. I guess they were shooting at movement. But always identify what you're shooting at and what's beyond. It's in every hunter safety manual in the country. Always never take a shot unless you can identify your target and what's beyond your target. And prayers to that family. Hey Pete, how you doing? Or that's Rick Elliott. That's not Pete. How you doing, Rick? That's the mailman. That's my buddy. Hope you're doing well there. So good, good, good. All right, big buck contest is still going on for the shoulder mount. All you got to do is just when you're listening to the show on Saturday mornings, if you're within, I mean, if you want to drive, if you're a winner, you don't have to be in Iowa to win it, but you're going to have to go to work that out with Jeremy at Racks and Tracks. But we're giving away a $700 shoulder mount. All you got to do is just hear the grunt call. You hear that grunt call on Saturday mornings, you're the first caller, and Andrew will get you on the drawing list. So there you go. We got that going on. Bowstring Adventures, we are starting October 15th. Ryan and Larry are in Mississippi right now. We were going to start today, but I told him to move the TV show back to the 15th. So he'll be home on the 7th. And we'll kick that off on Monday, October 15th. You'll be able to watch it on Carbon TV. We'll have a landing page for you to go to. Check out the channel, check out the shows, and we'll hopefully you enjoy that. They look pretty good. Ryan's doing a really good job with that. I'm looking forward for y'all to check that out. Let's see. I told you about the Ozonics deals. We're doing a couple different things on Ozonics. First one is if listen during the Outdoor Call Radio app Monday through Friday, just listen for the Ozonics liner, and then if you can email me once a week, whatever, I'll change the liner. We're gonna run that for 4 or 5 weeks, and then I'll draw a name. But all you gotta do is listen to it and email me what the phrase is, and I will get you in the drawing. Several people have already done that. Another way you can win is I wanted to help out some of the partners because things are slow these days. You can go to Modern Spartan Systems and order that starter kit. That starter kit is amazing. If you're a muzzleloader person, if you're center fire, if you are just like to go shoot on the range, that the carbon destroyer and the copper destroyer stuff and the additives. It's not additives. Those products inside that starter kit. You take your gun and say you used hops or just another basic gun cleaning oil. Then you go back and you use that Modern Spartan Systems, the carbon destroyer and the copper, and you take your breech plug out, you get the clean nipple, you go through and get your barrel. You're going to be shocked of all the carbon residue that you're going to see. That stuff is just amazing. And then you have the accuracy oil to run a patch down to finish your cleaning. Anybody that's a shooting enthusiast should get that starter kit. If you go to modernspartansystems.com, Marcus has got hundreds of testimonials on there from special forces people, just regular hunters like us. That stuff is just amazing, and it's something everybody should have. Actually, he's shipping me some. I'm going to give a couple away here in a week or two when I get them. But if you go and order the starter kit at Modern Spartan Systems, send me a copy of the order, and I'll put you in the drawing. I've got 2 people. I got one person that bought a pair of Norlander socks, and I've got one that bought a starter kit. That's it. So you got 2 people in the drawing right now, and as soon as I get 12, I'm going to draw a winner, and then I'm going to draw a second winner for something else. So you'll have I'm going to give away that Ozonics. That's $699. It's an Ozonics 600 unit. And then I'm going to draw a second one. So I would definitely get a pair of Norlander socks or get a Modern Spartan System starter kit. The third one is you can get a Rupert's Run in Peace grunt call. So I'm giving away 2 units. You can get either way. I don't really care which way you do it, but if it was me, I would be buying a starter kit and a grunt call and a pair of socks, because you can all use all 3 of those, and Why wouldn't you want 3 names in the hat? Because as soon as I get 12, I'm drawing. Okay? That's easy. Let's see. What else we got to talk about? We got the Dave Jones Memorial Award, and that is with my buddy Jeremy at Racks and Tracks Taxidermy in Knoxville. If you have someone in your life that exudes ethics and enthusiasm for the great outdoors, is a great conservationist, then you can just email me a little short blurb or get a hold of Jeremy and nominate somebody, and we will put you in there. The winner of that, when we announce the winner, they're going to get a free shoulder mount thanks to Jeremy and the Outdoor Call Radio. I'm going to buy the form. Jeremy's going to do everything else, so he's doing a lot. And then I'll have an outdoor stand package for the winner, and we're going to do that every year for our buddy Dave Jones. So there you go. Donovan wanted me to tell you that they've got turkey hunts open. If you want to go hunt some Rios in Kansas next year, just get a hold of Donovan at Triple H. He is booking turkey hunts as we speak. That is absolutely one of my favorite places to go turkey hunt. You're not going to believe the amount of birds that you're going to hear and see when you're out there. It's just really, really cool. Mike's Meats in Knoxville. They are going to be open starting the 3rd week in November until January 21st. They're going to be open 8 to 5. But right now, if you get a deer and you want to get Mike's Meats in Knoxville to do your deer, you can just call them by appointment. Call Brett at 641-218-8349. 641-218-8349, and they will meet you there, or get a hold of Jeremy, and Jeremy can help you too. If you, they work together and they do a good job. Oh, let's see. Told you about that. The Jeep show was a big success. Congratulations to all the folks over there at the Iowa Jeep Club. They did an amazing job. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. And other than that, like I said, Larry and Ryan are down there. Is it Cottonmouth? It's Cottonmouth down in Mississippi. They're filming for Small Town Hunting. And then I right now I'm getting some decent deer, but everything I'm getting is it's not daylight. I'm not getting anything daylighting yet. So just be patient. It's only the first. Just be patient. Now would be a great time to go harvest a doe. If you want to go get a doe for the freezer, not going to mess anything. Hunt the perimeters. Get your stands or ground blinds on the perimeter. Don't get into your core area. Like I said, you can ease in there, get a deer, get out. You're not going to disturb the whole property. That's a great time of the year to get a doe if you want to do that right now. And take a little trigger edge off of you if you want to get out there and shoot your bow and stuff. Everybody's wanting to get those broadheads going. So I'm excited. All right, it's gonna be a short one today. If anybody got any questions? Questions? I'm here if you need me. You got questions? No questions? I'm looking in the feed. Everybody, I'm patiently waiting. How many people? Anybody hunting in the blind right now as we're watching? I had somebody earlier say they were going to be in the stand. They're going to have their earbuds in listening. That to me is the nicest thing anybody can tell me, that they're going to sit out there and listen to me blah blah while they're out there deer hunting. You should be out there listening for them little squirrels. Ever thought about teaching hunter safety courses, Dan? Need more guys like you teaching the youngsters. Well, maybe someday, Brian. Right now, I'm just trying to keep my dog happy. Any meat processors you can recommend? Brad, I'm going to be using Mike's Meats. That's where I'm going. I did some research. Everybody that I talked to said they had a really good experience at Mike's Meats in Knoxville. They'll take your whole deer. You don't have to cut it up if you don't want to. And I heard the products was really good. How do I say this? When you dropped your deer off, it was very well contained. Everything was, it wasn't, you don't have to worry about your capes getting messed up and everything else. So Mike's Meats is who I would send you to. Go see Brett or give Brett a call if you got one, Brad. 641-218-8349. And then you'll go out there. The boys at Accessible Hunter said opening day is this Saturday. I will be out. Mike and Greg, go get them. I hope you get a big one, buddy. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to get out here and turn it back to regular programming. I will see you all on Saturday. Andrew and I will be broadcasting 7 to 9. How you doing, Jim Keller? Good to see you. If you're going out, be safe. If you're going to be up in a stand, wear that full body safety harness, please. I don't want to hear of anybody else falling in and out of a stand. What were the dates of the Iowa Deer Classic? What are the dates of the Iowa Deer Classic? You would ask me that, Mr. Rupert. I will tell you here as I Google it. And I got another question. Hang on. 2026 Iowa Deer Classic. That is going to be March 20th through the 22nd. Is that right? That can't be right. Here we go. The Iowa Deer Classic for 2026 will be held March 6th through Sunday, March 8th at the Iowa Event Center. March 6th through the 8th, Mr. Rupert. There you go. Michael, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So what is the story behind woodpeckers? Was watching a hunting show, and he was saying that you want to find big bucks, find the woodpeckers. Any truth to that? Brian, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the analogy of that is. That's a new one. I know them. I just wanted your listeners to know. Ha ha ha. There you go. Thank you, Rupert. Very kind of you. I'll have to do some research on that, Brian, and check. Maybe I have no idea why the woodpeckers, maybe if they were woodpecking on an oak tree, maybe the acorns were falling. I have no idea. I'll have to check that out. So there you go. All right. Any last minute questions here? Dan, or what else are you giving away in the next couple weeks? After I get through with the ozonics unit, Steve, I will be giving away a pair of Vortex binoculars. I've got some Coulee archery shafts to give away, some Itasca boots. I've got speed broadheads I'm going to be giving away. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some Fourth Arrow and Winston stuff to do. Might have to look that info up on that. I am going to look that up, Brian. I promise you. That's a good one. So, all right, you guys be good. I am out of here. Have a wonderful week. If you need anything, get a hold of me. Otherwise, check out the app. And hang on, he was saying something to do with the moon phase or something. I'll have to check that out, Brian. We'll go from there. You guys be good. I am sending it back to the Outdoor Call Radio app. Don't forget, Unknown Files is on at 7. And other than that, we'll get to another day tomorrow on the Outdoor Call Radio. Have a good night, everybody.
Reaching for the sky. In this world of chaos, I find my peace.